Imagine the shock of encountering the greatest shooter in NBA history right in your college gym. Not just as a fan, but as a key figure helping shape your team's future. This is the thrilling new frontier for some basketball programs, where superstar players are stepping up as unofficial general managers. It's a game changer that's sparking excitement, but also raising eyebrows about fairness and influence. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these celebrities genuinely boosting the game, or are they just lending their fame to tilt the playing field? Stick with us as we dive into this trend, exploring how NBA legends like Steph Curry are redefining roles in college hoops. Picture this. Josh Scovins, a junior guard on Davidson's men's basketball team, was so nervous his palms were drenched in sweat. He doubted he'd even grip a basketball properly, let alone make a shot. It was July, and the Davidson squad had commandeered a Bay Area high school gymnasium for a workout session. "Stay calm," Scovins repeated to himself like a mantra. He signaled to Devin Brown, a freshman guard, and they turned away from the door to start their warm-ups. Sophomore forward Manny Hoses handled rebound duty. After a few attempts, Hoses' eyes widened in amazement. "Are you that blown away by our skills?" Scovins joked. Then, a gentle tap on his shoulder made him spin around, his jaw hitting the floor. "Hey, what's up?" greeted the man widely regarded as the best shooter ever in the NBA, offering his hand. "I'm Steph." "Yeah," Scovins stammered, overwhelmed by meeting Stephen Curry, Davidson's most iconic graduate. Obviously. Back in 2008, Curry, a lanky 20-year-old, propelled Davidson to a legendary Elite Eight finish in the NCAA tournament. Now, as an 11-time All-Star and 4-time NBA champion with the Golden State Warriors, he stayed deeply connected to the program. But in March, he elevated that commitment further when Davidson revealed Curry would take on the role of assistant general manager for both men's and women's basketball. A groundbreaking collaboration with an active professional athlete. This announcement ignited a wave across college basketball, with several current NBA players embracing comparable positions at their former schools. Think Blazers guard Damian Lillard at Weber State, Hawks guard Trae Young at Oklahoma, Nets guard Terrence Mann at Florida State, and just last week, Duke's announcement that Celtics star Jason Tatum would become the program's inaugural chief basketball officer. And this is the part most people miss. You don't have to be an alum or active player to jump in. Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal, for instance, serves as general manager at Sacramento State, where his son Shaquille is a senior under rookie coach Mike Bibby, who lobbed 14 NBA seasons himself. These stars are primarily signing on to assist with fundraising, talent scouting, and whatever else the school needs, though the GM title is largely honorary. To clarify for newcomers, about 2/3 of major college basketball programs employ full-time general managers or equivalents tasked with team building, which involves managing multi-million-dollar budgets through revenue sharing and fan-supported groups. In college football, high-profile figures like Andrew Luck at Stanford, Ron Rivera at Cal, and Michael Lombardi at UNC hold GM roles, working on-site daily with rosters, recruiting, and contracts, while coaches handle strategy. At Stanford, Luck even oversees hiring and firing coaches. Yet NBA players in these positions must balance their pro commitments with this extra duty. Schools are relentlessly brainstorming ways to compete in the name, image, and likeness (NIL) era. That's the modern system where athletes can earn money from endorsements for beginners, especially mid-tier programs without football income, which risk becoming talent pipelines for powerhouse conferences. Financial support is crucial here. Curry teamed with Davidson alumnus Matt Berman, who played soccer there, and Berman's parents established a fund for both men's and women's basketball. While exact figures weren't disclosed, Davidson's lead GM, Austin Bunce, noted it's over 8 figures. Curry vowed in March the school covered the Bay Area trip from its operational funds, and Scovins, a transfer from Army, suspected he'd meet Curry, but never dreamed of practicing alongside him. Everyone figured Steph was aiding the program somehow, Bunce explained. We decided to formalize it, and boom, it exploded. We didn't foresee other institutions contacting us for advice on replicating it. NBA icon turned college recruiter. Despite being drafted 13 years ago, Lillard regularly messages Weber State's coach Eric Duft post-game with insights. He visits Ogden, Utah whenever possible, mentoring eager teens in the Big Sky Conference. Duft praises Lillard for being completely transparent, detailing his journey from being overlooked, no Power 4 scholarship offers out of high school, to a 9-time All-Star. Weber State's players aren't accustomed to Lillard's visits. After his talk this summer, two admitted they zoned out for the first 15 minutes, Duft shared. They were too dazzled to follow. A tradition lives on in Ogden. Legendary Wildcat Damian Lillard is officially taking the helm as general manager of Weber State men's basketball. Dame is assuming a pivotal leadership spot to mold the Wildcats' future. A fresh chapter starts today. Hashtag Weber State Great. Hashtag Dame Time. August 3rd. 2025. Mentoring and guiding the sport positively matters to me, Lillard stated, envisioning a scenario where top prospects, even 5 stars, could attend and gain invaluable lessons. He hit the ground running, alerting Duft months ago to a promising but underrated point guard from Oakland, reminiscent of his own story. Darius Grayson signed in March and will debut on November 3rd. No clue what Dame said to them, Grayson chuckled, but it sealed the deal. None of these NBA players draw salaries from their schools, though Weber State is considering a small stipend for Lillard. We've discussed with our leadership. What exactly are the guidelines? Duft mused. Could he travel for recruiting? Wear Weber State gear at AAU events? I see him getting deeply invested. Maybe we pay him a token amount annually, like $1, to make him an official staffer. I'm gonna dive in more than folks expect, Young declared after Oklahoma's early NCAA tournament exit to UConn last season. Coach Porter Moser had noted the challenges of keeping players in the NIL and transfer portal world, and Young was paying attention. A Norman North High graduate who played 1 season at OU before the Mavericks drafted him 5th in 2018. Young resides in Norman off-season and cheers passionately for the Sooners, trash-talking rivals and rallying fans. In September, he guest-starred on ESPN's College Game Day for the Michigan-Oklahoma matchup, energizing the crowd with Boomer Sooner cheers. Young felt compelled to aid OU, which has skipped the NCAA tournament in 3 of the last 4 years, and he's planning to be proactive. I won't chat with every prospect, but for top talents, count on me reaching out, he promised. If I sense we're not pursuing someone aggressively, I'll flag it. At Sacramento State, O'Neal has participated in fundraising events, enhancing the Hornets' appeal to wealthy alumni and locals eyeing a jump to the Football Bowl subdivision someday. He hasn't yet observed practices or shared his expertise with Shaquille, a Florida A&M transfer, but Coach Bibby insists he's always welcome. Of course, pinning down O'Neal, a 7'1", 325-pound giant, can be tricky. We let Shaq do Shaq, Bibby joked. Even if he answers 1 in 3 calls, it's a win. In July, Curry went beyond inviting Davidson for a Bay Area session with his trainer. He jumped into drills, rocking a Wildcats practice jersey. He played just like the students did. He bombed 9 threes in a row, Scovins exclaimed. But his vibe stayed pumped, motivating us even in misses. That's the GOAT shooter boosting morale. In tennis ball exercises, he earned 2, though less than the rest, proving it's all part of the grind. The athletes appreciated his relatability and genuine connections. This didn't faze Davidson coach Matt McKillop in his 4th year chasing his first NCAA bid. Steph embodies Davidson daily, said McKillop, whose father Dave coached Curry from 2006 to 2009, and Matt assisted in Curry's senior year. That week was unforgettable. His prep, his kindness, his representation is pure Davidson promotion. Players heed us coaches, but they'll definitely tune in if it's from Steph. Junior guard Parker Friedrichsen called it insane. That recruits can now hear, basketball matters here, you'll thrive, and Steph Curry will be in on it. Scovin summed it up differently. He's the coolest celeb ever. I consider him a buddy now. He added with a grin, well, I don't have his digits or anything. The Athletic's Fred Katz contributed reporting. This trend of NBA stars blurring pro and college lines is fascinating, but it begs questions. Does this level the playing field for smaller schools, or does it give an unfair edge to those with famous alums? Could it undermine traditional coaches' authority, or is it just harmless fun and mentorship? And here's a controversial angle. Some might argue these roles are more about personal branding than genuine help. What are your takes? Agree that it's a positive evolution, or worry it's overstepping boundaries? Drop your opinions in the comments. We'd love to hear the debate.